from the upholstery studio. Today is part 4 of how to upholster a nursery chair. The tools and materials you're going to need today are some 1-inch rubberized hair or 1-inch blue foam, a tape measure, some scissors, some polyester wadding, 2 ounce, a bayonet needle, half curved needle, some number 4 barber's twine, and you'll also need some newspaper to make a template. Today we're going to add some stuffing, and to do this I've cut out a template onto a piece of newspaper for the top areas. So this is for the seat top, and the template comes right to the edge of the spring lash unit. And this one is for the inside back, and what I've done here is I've actually created these 2 little flaps because the stuffing will come down the side and back of this chair. And I'm now going to cut these out into 1-inch rubberized hair. I'm just going to lay my chair onto its back here. And you can see here I've cut out some rubberized hair. This piece is the top piece, and I've just folded that up. And I'm going to put like a lumbar support or another layer of smaller sized rubberized hair to fit within the inside back chair frame. I'm going to sew that in, and then I'm going to pull this one back, and I'm going to sew this piece in and tack it around this top edge of here. This is the lumbar support in the chair. As you can see, it's smaller than the inside frame, and it just sits behind another piece which will come right to these edges. I'm going to start by sewing this in. I'm just going to sew it in by using a ladder stitch with some number 4 barber's twine. So just start by doing an upholstery knot, and then create largish stitches at the front and small at the back, and that will just keep the rubberized hair in place. It will stop it from moving. If you were doing this with foam, you would spray glue the foam onto the hessian, and that would hold it in place. So here's the second piece of rubberized hair, which is being fixed over the first smaller piece. I forgot to mention earlier that you need some 13 improved tacks and a tack hammer to actually just tack around this. I've been adding them every kind of 8 centimetres, every few inches, and this just keeps it in place, secures it in place. I've then trimmed off this side edge, and if you have a look here, you can see that my edge is completely flush with this back edge. And that's really important because you don't want the stuffing to come over and make your back look lumpy. So I'm just going to continue doing the tacks all the way around the chair and trim off, and then I'm going to do exactly what I did before, and using the bayonet needle and twine I'm just going to sew through and create a square. This is what it will look like when it's finished. I've added ladder stitch with my twine just to secure the rubberized hair in place, and I've tacked it about every sort of 8 to 10 centimetres all the way around using 13 improved tacks. I'm just going to add 2 layers of polyester wadding to it, and then I'm going to attach some calico. The polyester wadding comes right to the edge of the frame as with the rubberised hair. So you don't really want it peeking over, so just pick off any extra bits that fall over the back edge. And at the end, take the polyester wadding and pinch it so that you pull off any excess. I'm going to add a couple of layers, just filling in bits that I haven't done. It's a good thing about this polyester wadding, it just sticks to the foam, so you don't have to spray glue it. It just sticks to either the foam or the rubberised hair automatically. There is with the polyester wadding, and now I'm just going to add some calico. That piece of calico to fit. This is also another thing I forgot to mention when I was asking you to get out your tools and materials. So I'm going to attach this using 10 fine tacks, and I'm going to be attaching them to the back of the frame just here. I've already added one here, and that will just hold it in place, and pulled it through to the bottom. And I'm going to do 2 cuts, a V cut into here and a V cut into here, and then at this top edge I'm just going to pull it over to the corner using a bedsheet pleat and attach it here at the end. So you want to be adding your tacks about every couple of centimetres around the frame. So once I've done that, I'll show you the finished product. This is what it'll look like when you've temporary tacked your calico cover. I've tacked around every inch or couple of centimetres, and here I've just done a little bedsheet pleat that doesn't really show from the front, it's just folded at the back. I've had to do 2 cuts, one for this side of the frame and one for this side of the frame, and then I pulled the calico through. So that's given it a nice taut shape, and now it's time to hammer in the tacks and trim off all of the excess. Thanks for watching today. This was part 4 of how to upholster a nursery chair. Next week I'll be showing you how to upholster the seat, and we'll be adding rubberised hair and taking it up to calico. And then after that it's adding the fabric.